I'm just going to say this about the election and everything, man. It sucks what happened, but it's one of those things where we have to remember that, like, unfortunately, we live in a reality where, like, people, they don't give a shit about a lot of other people's problems, okay? So what I mean by that is, like, a lot of bad things happen to people that don't deserve them. All that shit that's going on in Ukraine, all that shit that's going on in, like, you know, Palestine, like even the stuff that's going on here, trans rights, all this shit. At the end of the day, unfortunately, I believe that people do not give a shit about that if they cannot handle their own shit. So what I mean is that if you take the average person, they're working a 9 to 5 and they probably hate their job. They probably are struggling to make ends meet. They are not going to give a shit about trans rights. They are not going to give a shit about Palestine. They are not going to give a shit about any of that. Trans rights. They are not going to give a shit about Palestine. They are not going to give a shit about any of that. And look, that's just the way it is. And I'm going to tell you, speaking from experience, that when I was fucking broke and I was struggling and living paycheck to paycheck, I did not care about any of that. It wasn't that I was not sympathetic to it. It's just my level of concern. In my mind, I was thinking to myself, okay, I was not thinking about all of that shit. In my mind, what I was thinking about is, okay, how many cans of Chef Boyardee can I buy this week and still pay rent? And look, man, that's just the way it is, okay? And to expect anything else is unrealistic, I think. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I mean, I voted for Kamala. Like, I wanted her to win. Like, I wanted to get these old white fucks out of the White House. I'm going to be honest, okay? Okay? I wanted to. I voted for Kamala, okay? Even though voting for Trump would actually benefit me, I didn't do that. I voted for Kamala, okay? Because I don't want, like, just look, guys, you vote for who you vote for, okay? But I just want to say this. Just the fact that a convicted felon can become president but not get a job is just perplexing to me. It is mind-blowing to me, okay? Just the fact that you can be a president and a felon is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And here's another thing, too. Yeah, you put out a good point, is that, like, the president is not the end-all be-all. The president is more like a mascot. The people with the real power are like the Senate and like Congress and that type of shit. This is not me like going against Kamala, but some of the things that she said, it was like impossible for her to do, man. Like she can't do that. She said it to just say it, to like try to get social credit, you know, and I get that. I understand, but realistically, she couldn't have done it. And until like last election, I really wasn't like very political. I guess I'm still not very political like even now. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, it's gonna take a while before things change. So here's just my take, man, and you can, I guess, take this how you want, but my take on the fact that Trump won the popular vote, it's actually very disheartening to me. The reason why it's kind of disheartening is because people would rather have a convicted felon than a woman as a president. I think that's just crazy, that gender or sex matters, and I think that's insane. I think that the world is still really shit. That's what I think. But then again, I'm kind of ignorant to a lot of stuff, man. Okay, look, I have friends that voted for Trump, okay? And I'm not the type of person that is going to not be friends with, like, a Republican, okay? I think that's stupid. I have a family member that also voted for Trump, and they voted for Trump purely for greed, purely for their own interest. And that's their right, okay? That's their right. They don't have to give a shit about anyone but themselves. That's their right, okay? You may not like that. They don't have to give a shit about anyone but themselves. That's their right, okay? You may not like that. A lot of people might not like that, but that's, yeah, that's their right. I'm not going to completely throw away like years of friendship for that. I think that's stupid. Okay, like I'll just be real. My dad's a Republican, obviously. My dad is an old white guy, so of course he's a Republican. But I'm not going to like I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm gonna just tell you this. He doesn't give a shit about any of that crap, okay? He doesn't give a shit about Palestine. He doesn't give a shit about, like, maybe not give a shit is the wrong way to describe it. So I'll word it like this. He doesn't think about Palestine. He doesn't think